Hi everyone, welcome back to My Creative Ego. So I have another Tuesday morning haul for you guys today. So I picked up some more quilling strips, and these are the dimensional blooms, and this is so that you can actually make flowers using your quilling tools. So I thought that this was really nice. I didn't really see any other quilling strips that I wanted. They didn't have a lot of the ones that everyone has been hauling, so I just picked this one up. This is called Mint Coral, and as you can see, each one actually has a different pattern, and it's 4 different designs, and then you get them in each color, coral and in mint, and each of them creates a different set of flowers, and I thought that was really nice. Or you can actually mix and match a lot of these, and so this is what it looks like. You get 250 strips, and then when you quill them, and each of these are just using 1 strip of paper. This is what it looks like. Or you can also use your crimping tool on this as well. And this is what it looks like, crimped and uncrimped. And also you can just connect them all together like one long strip like I did here. And depending on how many you connect together, that's going to be the size of the flower. So if you want a bigger flower, keep connecting them. And then you just kind of like fluff them out and fix all the petals, and it looks like this. And this is actually the second set of quilling paper that I picked up within the week. And I'm not sure if my memory serves me correctly, but I really thought that the quilling strips were a lot thicker back then. These are literally just like paper, like computer paper, or maybe even thinner than computer paper. So the paper is really thin and delicate, so you just want to be careful when you're fluffing it, because I think I kind of plucked out a few pieces on some of these flowers. But I did also use this as an embellishment. So you guys might be familiar with Grace's channel. She's Gracie21 here on YouTube, and she also has her House Mouse collaboration going on that she started at the beginning of the year. So I thought it would be perfect to share with you guys some of the things that I picked up and how I use them. And in addition to that, also attach on my House Mouse collab with Gracie, because I am so far behind in posting videos. And plus, everything kind of just coincides with this theme. So we'll go ahead and just put these two together. So you're getting a 2-for-1 special, I guess. You have your Tuesday morning haul and House Mouse collaboration. So I use these step cards, and I actually turn my step cards into gift card holders, as you can see here. And then I use these paper flowers as embellishments. And as you can see from the side, it does add dimension to your card. And I don't know, it just goes perfectly well with this paper pack, which I also picked up at Tuesday morning. I don't know, I think it's in a previous haul somewhere, but you do have like those mint and corals in the same paper pad as well. And this was for Grace's March collaboration. This was the spring flowers. And then I also wanted to share with you guys some markers that I picked up from Tuesday morning. So if you pick these up, you might want to check them. There was actually double of the same color in one of the packs, and I don't know. I liked all the packs that I picked up except for this pastel one, and that's because, once again, there's 2 of the same color, and then this one, the ink on here kind of like seemed a little bit faded. And I think the markers were a little bit dry too, because it wasn't like really saturated like the other packs were. So these were the other 3 packs that I picked up. These are called like blendable markers, and this is the Mediterranean. I don't know. I think it has something to do with the Mediterranean. That I can pronounce. So this one comes with 6 markers, and then you get 1 blender, and you get the chisel tip, and you also get the round pointed tip. So there is no brush tips on this. So not quite like the Copic markers. So this pack has your turquoise, blues, and browns. The next one is called Hue, which is probably one of my favorite ones because I love the pinks and the purples on here. Well, I said that kind of like it was plural, but you only get 1 pink and 1 violet, and then you also get some oranges and some turquoise and some greens on here as well. The next set is called Dusk, and I will say that when you have these markers in hand, the cap really doesn't look like the color that actually gets, I don't know, colored out, I guess. Oh, I can't find the words for a lot of things today, and I can't find a lot of my items. I cannot tell you how long it took me to film this video. I was looking for so many things, and it just took me like hours on end to look for a marker, to look for a stamp, to look for a project. So yeah, that's all behind the scenes type stuff, I guess you could say. But yes. I guess you can see the marker ink doesn't really look like the cap of the marker, so definitely put them on like a test piece of paper before you actually start coloring them out. And speaking of coloring in stamps, I found a whole bunch of stamps at Tuesday morning, and so all the stamps that you see here, unless I otherwise state it, I think are pretty much going to be colored in using these markers that I just showed you. So I will also show you more of my house mouse collab projects. So just want to say that I'm so super happy to be able to film this today. I know I've been telling Grace, I feel like a kid who has so many excuses in turning in their homework, which is kind of bad because Grace is an educator. So yeah, I'm sorry for all the excuses. I would say my dog ate my homework, but I don't have a dog. So yeah, it's just that I think I took on so many projects in January outside of crafting, and now that it's the middle of the year, I'm like, now I have to complete all those projects. So I think that's why I'm so far behind, but hopefully I will be caught up here in a few months. So yes, I can be more focused. I feel like I'm doing like 10 million different things all at once that nothing gets really accomplished. But that's neither here nor there. So let's get on with this haul. So far, you've been seeing all the beautiful house mouse stamps that I picked up at Tuesday morning, and if it's going too fast, don't forget to hit the pause button if you need that SKU number. So each of the house mouse designs have their own names, so you have like Amanda, Monica, Mud Pie, Maxwell, and Muzzy. So I have a difficult time trying to tell the characters apart, but I also had a difficult time telling the little mice apart from the little bunnies, and I think if you look at the little foot, each one's kind of distinct, so I think I got that down now. Now I know what's a little bunny and what's a little mouse. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the unique ways that I use some of these stamps in my May collaboration. So Grace's theme for May is Mother's Day, and I guess I'm still on time because it's technically still May. So Mother's Day theme for me is cooking. So me and my mom are two girls that really love to cook and really love to eat. Well, my mom probably loves to cook more and I love to eat more, so it's a great combination. But my mom has been teaching me how to cook ever since I was really young. The very first dish that I made was Greek baklava. And so I actually attempted to make this during Christmas last year. And I don't know. I know it's kind of off. The recipe is kind of off. And I think that's because I used unsalted butter. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I know probably back then when my mom was making it, I don't even think unsalted butter was a real thing back then. Maybe it was, just not in our house. So cookbook it is. So that's what I came up with the idea, kind of like Ratatouille, you know, because lots of rats, or mice rather. So I figured, yeah, that's the theme I wanted to go with. So that's why you see the cover has this little Parisian theme. And then on the inside, I'm going to have all the recipes, and these are probably going to be more personal pictures later on of me and my family in the kitchen. But for right now, I just kind of took some of the pictures that I got from some of the videos that I posted on cooking. And leave it to me to find food somewhere in these stamps, right? So you see that this one was originally the Christmas light stamps, and I thought, you know, kind of reminds me of spaghetti. So I'm going to use this on my spaghetti bake page. So this is, yeah, so they're wrapped in all these little spaghetti noodles, and then there's like garlic and hearts, and then on top you have the cheese and the pizza. And then you see this little house mouse with tennis shoes on, and this is kind of like me during lunchtime when I'm in a rush. But this little house mouse is in a hurry for curry, especially if you have chicken katsu with your curry because you don't want that to get soggy. So I thought that this was really cute. And then on a side note, moving on to Daiso, you guys might be familiar, but they have like all these little items to make these cute little bento boxes. And it's funny because, you know, as a crafter, we use paper punches, and they also have punches for like seaweed so that you can like create little designs. Some work better than others, especially depending on what type of seaweed you use. But the little eyes on this bunny were made with that. And then I actually free-handed the little mustache and the little bunny mold that was also from the Daiso store as well. The next item is something that I want to learn how to make. My dad actually cooks this really good red beans and rice casserole, or red beans and rice dish. And so this little house mouse stamp is supposed to be of jelly beans, I'm going to assume. I think that's what it's supposed to be of, but I'm going to turn them into red kidney beans. So this is going to be red beans and rice, and I have the little mustache on here since it's going to be one of my dad's recipes. And then I have yakisoba on here, Japanese yakisoba, and this is like really served during like a lot of festivals. So I have the little house mouse who's in a little celebration mood. And then Filipino lumpia. So this little house mouse is on the beach, and in his cup is going to be soy sauce, and on the side is lemon, because that's how I like to eat my lumpia. My mom, on the other hand, as you can see in the picture, she likes to eat hers with like a spicy sauce to it. So as you can probably tell, I really wanted this to have like a lot of different types of recipes in this book, and that's kind of like how I grew up. My mom cooked lots of different dishes with lots of different spices and flavors, and it just gives you like this huge appreciation for how food is prepared. And now I'm going to fill out all the recipe cards, and I don't know, my current self is kind of upset at my childhood self for not having taken handwriting so seriously at a young age. And so, yeah, I could have had cute handwriting if I listened to my mom and practiced my handwriting. Maybe my mom wants to write in here. So maybe I'll have my mom fill out the recipe cards. But that's going to do it for today's video. And I also just wanted to say thanks to Grace for having this collaboration. And it's just fun being able to follow along because it gives you a chance to use your stamps, and then Grace gives you kind of like a theme for the month, and you kind of go off of that. And then you can create lots of different projects. And then not only that, my house mouse stamp collection has grown too. Like I started off with one stamp, and then I picked up another one from Hobby Lobby, and then within this past week and a half I added all of these new ones to it. And I will say that when you're looking at the SKU numbers, some of the dates range from 2/18 to 5/18, and it's really funny because there's this one Tuesday morning store that is hours away from my home, but I always hit the stamp jackpot every time I go there. So these stamps can be sitting on the shelf for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. It doesn't get snatched up. I don't get it. They either have like a huge inventory or nobody's a crafter in that area. Either way, why can't my Tuesday morning be like that? I'd love to find all the stamps that I'm looking for, right? So that's going to do it for today's video, you guys. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in any of the recipes, I will also put that in the description box down below. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful day. And roll on down to my newest videos by hitting subscribe.